My friend, listen well. The secret is not found in struggle. It is not found in effort, nor in toil. The truth is astonishingly simple. The secret is not found in struggle. It is not found in effort, nor in toil. It's found from the place of desire, but from the place of fulfillment. The secret is not found in struggle. It is not found in effort, nor in toil. You see, all things are already yours. There is nothing to gain, only something to awaken to. The treasure you seek lies not in the future, it lies now, waiting in the unseen realm of consciousness. You are not trying to become, you are remembering that you already are. Acting as if you have everything is not pretending. It is not fantasy, it is faith. It is the highest form of inner knowing. It is claiming your inheritance boldly, without apology, without delay. Speak as the one who already owns the land. Walk as the one who already lives the dream. Move through your day as one who has received what they asked for. And though the senses may deny it, do not be fooled. What you assume within with conviction and feeling must appear without. Do not ask, when will it come? That is the question of doubt. Say instead, it is done. I have it now, and your world will echo back the truth of your words. Life mirrors your inner state, always. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. So become it now. Do not wait to be loved, be loved now. Do not wait to be rich, feel rich now. Do not wait to be confident, stand as confidence now. You are the cause of all that appears in your life. And remember this sacred truth. The world outside of you is a shadow cast by your imagination. When you shift within, the shadows must rearrange. You are the author, the actor, and the audience of this divine play. Act as if you have everything, because in the highest truths, you do. You must begin to understand this. The world you see around you is not the cause, but the effect. Everything you behold with your senses is the echo of an inner state. If your life feels stagnant, unfulfilling, or troubled, it is not the outer conditions that need to be battled, but the inner assumptions that must be renewed. This is the sacred key. The imagination is the only true reality. The imagination is not a fanciful daydream, nor is it something separate from the real world. It is, in fact, the womb of creation. Everything that now exists, every structure, every relationship, every circumstance, was first born in the unseen, in the imagination of someone who dared to feel it real. The buildings you walk past were first imagined. The life you seek is no different. It too must be imagined first, felt vividly, believed in so completely that the outer world has no choice but to mirror it. Most live life backwards. They wait for evidence before they feel successful. They demand proof before they believe in love. They look to the senses to validate what they can imagine. But this is like staring into a mirror and waiting for the reflection to smile before you do. It is folly, it is error. The outer world cannot initiate change. It can only reflect it. It is your inner world, your imagination, that holds the reins of your destiny. You are not at the mercy of facts. You are the creator of them. The moment you realize this, everything begins to shift. You no longer beg circumstances to change. You change your inner conversations. You no longer plead for love or wealth. You assume the feeling of already being loved, already being wealthy. And in time, the world must conform. It has no choice. The law is unfailing. This is why you must never underestimate the power of your inner life. Every thought, every assumption, every feeling is a seed planted in the fertile soil of consciousness. When nourished by belief and emotion, it must grow. What you feel within persistently will be made manifest without. This is not mere philosophy. This is the spiritual law by which the universe operates. Begin now to observe your inner dialogue. Are you rehearsing complaints, doubts, or fears? Then those will shape your future. Or are you imagining boldly, feeling deeply, living from the end as though what you desire is already yours? If so, then that will unfold. The outer world is not static. It bends to the inner convictions you hold most firmly. You are never a victim of circumstance, only a victim of unawakened imagination. You have been given a gift beyond measure, the ability to revise, to create, to select your state of being, regardless of appearances. Use this gift daily. Imagine lovingly, powerfully, and with faith. And do not concern yourself with how it will happen. That is not your domain. Your work is to accept, to assume, and to feel. Trust that the unseen hand of life, which shapes all things from within, is moving in perfect harmony with your inner vision. So go within. Live inwardly as the one who already has, and soon the mirror will reflect your new face. For imagination is the only reality, and it is already shaping your world. You must come to a profound understanding. Wealth is not something distant, something to be chased after like a fleeting shadow. It is not a prize to be won in the outer world, but a state of consciousness already within you. You are not poor waiting to be rich. Rather, you are rich, simply waiting to awaken to that truth. The riches you seek are not outside, but inside, an inheritance that belongs to you by birthright. Too many mistake poverty for reality. They look around at their circumstances, their bank accounts, their possessions, and conclude that wealth is absent. Yet this is a mistaken belief. It is a limitation of perception, a veil cast over the mind. The outer world reflects what you assume inwardly. If you assume scarcity, lack, or limitation, then scarcity, lack, and limitation will appear. But if you assume abundance, plenty, and wealth, then those realities must manifest in your life. Wealth is a feeling, a state of being. It is the consciousness that precedes the form. Before the money arrives, before the riches appear, you must first feel the essence of wealth. Feel it deeply as though it is already yours. Imagine the peace, the freedom, the power that comes with being rich. Imagine yourself living without worry, without struggle, surrounded by ease and opportunity. This feeling is the seed from which the visible fruit must grow. To wait until your bank account changes before feeling wealthy is like waiting to be healed before believing in health. It reverses the natural order. You must believe first, feel first, act from that inner certainty, and the outer will follow. The invisible must precede the visible. This is the law. You are not accumulating wealth, you are uncovering it. It has always been there. Your mind, your consciousness is a reservoir overflowing with abundance, and your task is to draw from it, to recognize it. This is the awakening. The moment you stop seeing yourself as lacking and begin to see yourself as whole, complete, and rich beyond measure. This consciousness does not require outward proof. It is independent of circumstance. You can be surrounded by material lack and still live in the consciousness of wealth. This is the difference between those who have and those who do not. It is a choice made within. It is a state cultivated by imagination, belief, and feeling. When you live in the consciousness of wealth, your actions align with abundance. You no longer act from desperation or fear, but from confidence and peace. You attract opportunities, ideas, and people that mirror this inner richness. Doors open where before there were walls. The universe conspires to meet the consciousness you hold. But if you continue to identify with poverty, the cycle will repeat endlessly. The mind will seek evidence to confirm the belief of lack, and the world will provide it. This is not punishment. It is the law of reflection. What you are inside, you see outside. So choose today to awaken to your inheritance. Feel the wealth before it arrives. Wear it like a garment. Carry it in your heart. Speak as one who is already rich. Think as one who has plenty, and live from that place of fullness. The world is waiting to reflect back your new reality. You are rich, not someday, not when conditions change, but now. This is your birthright. Embrace it, feel it, know it, and watch how the invisible riches of your consciousness transform the visible world around you. To truly transform your life, you must learn to live from the end, the state in which your desire is not a distant hope, but a present reality within your consciousness. Most people focus on what they lack. They think about their desires as something separate from themselves, something to be chased or earned in the future. This is the error that keeps them locked in a cycle of longing and waiting. But the secret lies not in thinking about your desires as future possibilities, but in thinking from them as if they are already fulfilled. When you live from the end, you enter a state of being that fully embodies the feeling and reality of your wish fulfilled. Imagine not wanting something, but having it. Imagine the sensation, the emotions, the thoughts, and the peace that come with your desire realized. This is the mental and emotional place where creation begins. To think from your desires means to place yourself inside the experience of already possessing what you seek, to live in that state as if it were now, not later. This is not mere wishful thinking or idle daydreaming. It is a deliberate assumption, a conscious choice to inhabit the end result rather than the current circumstance. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you send a clear signal to your subconscious mind, which governs the unseen forces that shape your reality. Your subconscious cannot distinguish between what is imagined vividly and what is real. It accepts your assumptions and begins to align your life accordingly. Acting with the confidence of completion means that your behavior, your emotions, and your thoughts reflect the certainty that your desire is already achieved. You carry yourself with assurance, speak as though your goal is inevitable, and make decisions from a place of fulfillment, not lack. This inner conviction transforms your energy and vibrates out into the world, drawing to you the people, circumstances, and opportunities that correspond with your assumed state. Many stumble because they wait for evidence before feeling fulfilled. They say, when I have this, then I will be happy, or when this happens, then I will feel complete. But this reverses the natural order of manifestation. Fulfillment is not the result of external conditions. It is the cause of them. First comes the mental and emotional reality, then the physical evidence follows. To live from the end is to recognize that your inner world creates your outer world. This way of living requires discipline and faith. You must guard your thoughts and feelings, ensuring they remain true to your assumed state. Doubts and fears are the enemies of manifestation. They pull you back into the current reality and disrupt the flow of your creative power. Instead, cultivate the feeling of having already arrived, regardless of present appearances. When you practice living from the end, you find a deep peace. You no longer chase or struggle. Instead, you rest in the certainty of your fulfillment. This does not mean passivity or complacency. It means inspired action that flows naturally from your confident knowing. Your actions are no longer desperate attempts, but expressions of the reality you live within. What you experience on the outside is always a reflection of what you hold on the inside. By living from the end, you align your entire being with your desire, and thus the world must adjust to mirror your inner truth. This is the profound power you possess. Choose today to think from your desires, to feel their fulfillment, and to act with unshakable confidence. Live as though your wish is already complete. In doing so, you do not wait for your dreams to come to you. You become the reality of those dreams. And so, your life changes, inevitably and beautifully, from the inside out. There is a profound truth that separates mere wishing from true creation. It is the presence of feeling. Thought alone, no matter how vivid or persistent, is not enough to shape your reality. The invisible realm responds not just to what you think, but to what you feel. Emotion is the key ingredient in the alchemy of manifestation, the sacred force that impresses your desires upon the unseen and brings them forth into being. You may imagine a desired outcome many times, but if your heart is not truly in it, if your feeling does not match your vision, then your desire remains inert, suspended in possibility without movement. The universe does not respond to your words or thoughts in isolation. It responds to the energy behind them. It is the charged feeling, the emotional conviction, that acts like a seed planted deeply in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, ready to sprout and grow into form. Feeling real means embodying the sensation of having already received what you desire. It means going beyond intellectual acceptance or hopeful thinking to fully immerse yourself in the emotional reality of fulfillment. When you feel joy, gratitude, peace, or excitement as though your wish is already accomplished, you create a magnetic force that draws that reality to you. This feeling is the invisible signature that the universe reads and responds to without hesitation. Without feeling, thought is like a wind that blows over dry ground. It may stir the surface, but it cannot take root. With feeling, thought becomes a powerful current that carves rivers through the landscape of your life, reshaping it into the reflection of your inner state. Emotion breathes life into your imagination and sets creation in motion. This is why many who merely wish for change or desire something new find themselves stuck. They think about their goals but fail to feel them deeply. Their emotions are tangled with doubt, fear, or disbelief. These conflicting feelings cancel out their intentions and keep them locked in the old reality. To break free, you must consciously cultivate feeling aligned with your desires. You must practice dwelling in that emotional state until it becomes your dominant vibration. Gratitude is one of the most potent feelings you can cultivate. To feel grateful for what you have, and even for what you are about to receive, opens the floodgates of abundance. Gratitude carries the frequency of fulfillment and signals to the unseen realm that you are ready to receive more. Do not underestimate the power of your emotions. They are the language through which your inner world speaks to the universe. They are the keys that unlock doors to new realities. When you feel it real, you are not deceiving yourself. You are communicating with the invisible forces that govern manifestation. Let your heart be the artist that paints your desired reality with feeling. Engage all your senses in this inner experience. See, hear, touch, taste, and smell the richness of your fulfilled desire. Feel the satisfaction as though it is happening now. Let your body respond with joy and peace. This immersion in feeling shapes the unseen clay of your future. The unseen does not respond to thoughts alone. It waits for the charge of feeling to move it into action. Thought is the blueprint, but feeling is the force that builds. Together they create your world. So cultivate emotion as your ally. Allow your heart to know your desires as already real. Feel deeply, persistently, and joyfully. In doing so, you activate the law that transforms invisible longing into visible reality. And what was once a dream becomes your living truth. The journey to manifesting your desires is often met with resistance, especially from the outer world. Appearances may seem to mock your inner vision. Circumstances might look bleak. People may doubt you, and situations may appear to move against your hopes. But here lies one of the most profound principles to understand and live by. You must persist, regardless of appearances. The outer world may contradict your inner assumption, but you must not waver or be swayed. You must hold fast to the conviction of your fulfilled desire, and in time the world will yield to your steadfast assumption. The reason many fail to see their dreams come true is that they allow the evidence of their senses to dictate their faith. They look at what is scarcity, struggle, delay, and conclude that their desire is impossible or far off. Yet the outer world is not the judge of your inner reality. It is merely a mirror reflecting your current assumptions. If you change your inner assumption and persist in it, no matter what the senses say, the reflection must eventually change. This persistence is not blind stubbornness. It is a deep knowing, a trust in the unseen laws that govern reality. It is the recognition that the outer world is slow to catch up to the inner world. The unseen is always ahead, but it requires time and unwavering belief to reshape the visible. Think of it like a seed planted in the ground. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's grown. If you did, the seed would never have a chance to sprout. You water it, give it sunlight, and trust that beneath the surface, life is working quietly and surely. In the same way, your inner assumption is the seed. Even if no visible evidence has yet appeared, you must persist in feeling and believing that what you desire is already accomplished. This persistence includes guarding your thoughts and emotions. When doubt creeps in, or when the external world tempts you to abandon your assumption, remind yourself that appearances are not truth. They are temporary shadows. Your truth is the feeling in your heart, the certainty of your fulfilled wish. Stand firm in that feeling. Nurture it daily until it becomes your dominant state of being. When you persist, the unseen forces align to support you. Opportunities appear, circumstances shift, and people show up to confirm your new reality. The world yields not because it is forced to, but because it must conform to the dominant vibration you hold within. You are the cause, the world is the effect. Persistence is also an act of faith. It requires patience and resilience. You may face delays, setbacks, or challenges, but these are not signs of failure. They are tests of your belief and opportunities to deepen your assumption. Each time you choose to persist despite appearances, you strengthen your creative power and bring yourself closer to your desire. The visible is always subject to change, but the invisible is constant and eternal. It is the soil in which your dreams grow. When you persist in your inner assumption, you align yourself with that eternal truth. The outer world, no matter how it appears now, will eventually reflect what you have held unwaveringly within. So hold fast. Do not let appearances shake your faith. Persist in the assumption of your fulfilled desire with all the confidence of one who knows the end has already come. In doing so, you become the master of your reality, and the world will, without fail, yield to your unshakable vision. The truth you must come to embrace is this: you already have everything you desire. The creation is finished. What you seek, whether it is love, abundance, peace, or success, is not something waiting to be manufactured or earned in the distant future. It already exists in its fullest potential, complete and perfect within the unseen realm. The illusion of lack comes from your focus on the absence, on the external evidence that seems to say otherwise. But the reality is far deeper. All that you want is already yours. The key is to act as if you have already received it, because in truth you have. This concept is profound because it overturns the common assumption that you must first get something before you can feel or act as if you have it. Most people live in a state of trying to acquire, to achieve, or to attain something outside themselves. But the true creative power lies not in reaching outward, but in turning inward to recognize what is already complete. Creation does not begin with the physical manifestation. It begins with the awareness that it is already done. To act as if you already have what you desire is to live from the end, from the fulfilled state. It means carrying yourself, thinking and feeling as though the desire is no longer a distant dream, but a present reality. When you do this, you are aligning your consciousness with the truth of your own completeness. This alignment sends a powerful signal to the subconscious mind, which governs the formation of your external world. The subconscious cannot differentiate between what is vividly imagined and what is real. It accepts your assumptions and works to manifest them in your life. By assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you bypass the struggle of waiting and create an energetic invitation for your desire to appear. You move from a mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. This shift is critical because your emotions and beliefs create the atmosphere in which manifestation takes place. When you feel already complete, already rich, already loved, or already successful, you are vibrating at a frequency that attracts matching circumstances. Understanding that creation is finished also liberates you from frustration and impatience. You no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstances or time. Instead, you know that the only thing between you and your desire is your willingness to accept it now. This acceptance is an act of faith, a surrender to the truth that your perfect desire exists beyond the physical and is accessible in this moment. Acting as if you already have it means expressing gratitude as if your wish is your current experience. It means living with the confidence and peace of one who knows that what is true cannot be undone. This inner conviction transforms your daily life. Your actions become inspired rather than desperate. Your energy flows freely, and the external world begins to reflect the harmony you hold within. It is important to realize that this is not a mere mental exercise or positive thinking alone. It is a deep, heartfelt realization that your true nature is unlimited, that the source of your desires is infinite, and that nothing outside of you can limit what you have already been given. When you awaken to this truth, you step into the role of creator, fully aware of your power. So today, choose to act from this place of knowing. Walk, talk, and feel as though your desires are fulfilled, because they are. Creation is complete, and everything you seek is already yours. To live from this understanding is to live in the fullness of life itself, abundant, free, and whole. In conclusion, the path to true fulfillment lies in recognizing the profound truth that all you desire already exists within you and the unseen realm. By embracing this reality, acting with unwavering faith, and aligning your feelings with the fulfillment of your wishes, you become the conscious creator of your life. Remember, it is not the changing circumstances that bring your desires to life, but your persistent inner assumption and heartfelt feeling that shape the world around you. Trust in this power. Persist regardless of appearances, and live fully from the end, knowing that creation is already complete. Thank you for allowing me to share these timeless truths with you. May you walk confidently in the knowing that all that you seek is already yours.